The average American citizen does not have any free time. When I am in the United States, right, it seems like the days are super short, honestly. I'll go, like today, for example, seemed like a super short day. I woke up, uh, I woke up at 9. I had my breakfast and showered in 30 minutes. I left to work. It's about a 20-minute commute. I worked from about 10 to 2:30. I left to work at 2:30. I reached the gym in 15 minutes. And I want to say I worked out from 2:45 to probably 2:50, honestly. 2:50 to 3:50 to 4, right? 2:50 to 3:50 to 4. I came home. I had guests over. They left by about. I ate lunch and they left by about 6. I played the game for probably from like after showering. I played the game from 6:30 to 8:30, and at about 8:45 to from 8:30 to 9, I was watching Instagram Reels from 9 to about 9:45. I was eating dinner and talking with my family. It's 9:54. Again, that seems like a super short day. And the reason being is it's very easy to lose a lot of your day when you live in a very capitalistic and consumeristic economy, right? Nowadays it's all about being ultra productive, right? Like the day that I said it doesn't seem like I had a productive day, right? I mean, I was playing the game with my friends, like I didn't do like a lot of shit, but dude, like I accomplished it today. Like I went to the gym. That's a W. I made money working today. That's a W. I'm making a YouTube video. That's a W. Um, I don't know. I was looking at some stock stuff as well. That's a W. Like all these things are very productive things that doesn't seem productive because it seems like you're not as productive as you really are because you're using super amounts of social media and seeing everybody hustle culture, hustle culture. You gotta work the hardest, and it seems like it steals a lot of your time, right? The average person doesn't have a lot of time in their life in the United States because you don't have free time for yourself, or those free time is occupied with doing things. Whereas if you lived in a country like Switzerland, right? Like you're not really focused on, I don't know, like going to the gym and working or whatever. Not, or even if you're working, like it doesn't seem like some capitalistic ass shit where you're like, oh, I need as much money as possible for my business. It's more like that. And another thing is like that's like the average working man, right? Like I'm a working man. If my boss tells me I gotta come in from 10 to 2:30, I gotta be there. No bullshit. But I was talking to this older guy today, and he was telling me that he does stocks and real estate for a living, and he's made a good living off of it. And that's a little bit more like it opened my eyes a little bit. Like, damn, there's really people out there. Like he told me, probably he spends a couple days, I mean, a couple hours a day, looking at stocks, like long term stocks, short term stocks, and then looking just at real estate properties, managing and shit. And he told me he works whenever he wants. Like, damn, like low key, I think about it, right? Let's say I have a crazy night last night. Like I'm partying all night. I wake up today at 3 p.m. I could literally work from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Right, looking at stocks and stuff, get my max returns from there, go sustain the life that I'm living and go like do on something else in my life. Or if I was running my own business, I work for myself. My time limits are set by myself. I don't have a job. So I think we're gonna see a huge separation, right? I mean, nowadays everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Even people who are like engineers want to be an entrepreneur by engineering an app and selling that for billions of dollars. People in the United States, so there's two ways to go about it. People in the United States who want a lot of time for their lives, uh, they do this by becoming an entrepreneurship and trying to become rich, because that's the end goal of it. The end goal of it is to work for yourself. Low key, I'm gonna put these on. I feel like I look smarter with them. The end goal of it is to work for yourself. However, people in different countries don't really care about stuff like that. I mean, people might work, especially in these like, I don't know. I feel like in these nice European countries like Switzerland or like Spain, like something like that. Like people might work, but like also like they're having like a lot of fun, right? Like Italy as well. Like they take lunch breaks. Like they can take paid time off, like stuff like that. But in the United States, it ain't like that. It's dog eat dog type world. I don't like the look of this. It's a dog eat dog type world, and yeah, dude, it's literally a dog eat dog world, and there, if there's no room for error in the United States, right? Like you had the most opportunity, but like also everything needs to like capitalize off it. Like let's say I have a coffee bean company, and I really love coffee, and I really love talking to people. If I open a coffee bean company, in Dallas, Texas, they private equity will try to buy my shit. Not private equity, but you know what I'm saying. Like you gotta make as much money as possible. Like that's what it is about in life so that you can have. See, think about it. It's kind of crazy that in America we work 5 days a week and we're still supposed to be checking emails after work and like doing all this shit and like real estate, taxes, stocks, doom. But like, dude, like the average man in a broad country who's living a decently good life like doesn't really have to do all that. Like I feel like we always just want more, right? Like for me, I'm saying I would be happy as fuck to have $50 million in my Robinhood account or Charles Schwab account and invest it in a variety of stocks and take my returns and live off of that for the rest of for the year and raise my family off that seems like a very valid lifestyle to me. I don't want to work. I want to enjoy the time. I want to travel. I want to have a lot of fun. But people don't, man. People are just too hyper focused on the LinkedIn's, on connecting with people, on networking, on fucking studying, like, I don't know, just making the most money as possible. And honestly, I'm kind of like, compared to like a lot of people, older people, I'm pretty broke. And it's kind of crazy to hear me saying this because I don't have a lot of money. But like, still, like, is it really worth it? Like, doing all this, like, okay, let's say you sit yourself down at 73 years old, right when you're on your deathbed, and you think, was it really worth the hundreds of hours, or not hundreds, damn, I'm tripping, tens of thousands of hours that I poured into a job that I don't want to do, and took time off, didn't travel the world, didn't spend that much time with my family? Was it worth all of that just for the money? Just to live in a decently good house, just to have a car? Like, I'm not saying being rich isn't worth it. I mean, like, there's a difference between being rich and being middle class. Being middle class is like, I feel like being poor is obviously like the worst, right? Like, you don't have money. Oh, it's gonna sound but like I feel like even poor people in like a country like Switzerland or Italy, like they don't have a lot of money, but they're having a lot of fun, right? And they're enjoying their lives, and they have a lot of time on their hands. But like a country like the United States, if you're poor, like goddamn, like low key you're gooned, like it's over. But I mean, like, and you have to fight for your time. But I feel like man shouldn't have to fight for their time. They should enjoy their lives. Like a random poor farmer on like the countryside of Monaco is probably having like a blast of time just herding cattle, whereas like the dude making $375,000 driving a Porsche Cayenne is unhappy as shit and yells at his kids every morning. That's like it doesn't make sense to me on this whole like rat race. And I don't mean it in like a super corny like escape the matrix type of way. I mean it more as in like it's kind of crazy to see how less of time we have as American citizens, even though we are the country with the most opportunity, whereas like less opportunities, less opportunistic countries still have a lot more time than us, despite like United States citizens having more money. It's just kind of crazy to me. That's really it. Low key, again, another shower thought on why we don't have that much time. Appreciate it. Y'all boys have a good one.